Okay. What is it again?
Staying in love with each other.
Staying in love with you. Oh, with you.
You can stay in love with Jesus.
I can't understand.
So how do you stay in love with your spouse during a marriage? And what we mean is there's sometimes in a marriage, one of the things that we went through in the years that we've been married is you would fall out of love with each other. Right. It was like not. I wouldn't say necessarily fall out of love, but you feel like you don't love that person anymore.
Right. And then once you start feeling a certain way for a while, you start believing that's how you feel. You feel like I don't love you. I don't want to be with you. We thought we was too young to be together. Just a whole bunch of what ifs, it ifs.
Yeah, I could be doing other things. Like I got dreams and aspirations. Why don't I chase that? Why don't I do all this other stuff? And you begin to feed into that and just fall out of love and become disconnected with one another.
And while living in the same house. I don't know how many of you guys would lay down in the bed together, wake up together, wouldn't speak, wouldn't talk.
We're just going through the emotions. We're just going through the emotions of being married. We got the title, we're husband and wife, but we don't feel like there's any connection or love there. How do you get through those points of your marriage and hold on when you're feeling like that? And it may not be both of you. It may just be one person feeling like that, and it causes strain on the marriage.
Right, because the apple. Once I'm contagious, I'm gonna make you contagious. So if I'm feeling a certain way, eventually I could get you to feel that way. If you're not strong enough, we do have 5 good points we would like to bring up just to support this topic.
Yeah, because we want to make sure that anything that your marriage is dealing with, we want to encourage you that you can make it through it.
Right.
That some of that feeling that you feel when you're feeling like you're falling out of love, it's normal. Right. And a lot of couples, we haven't talked to every couple, but all the couples that we've talked to have felt like that. All the couples that's been married 20 plus years that become mentors to our marriage have felt that feeling before. And me and SeMonne have felt that as well. I felt like I didn't love SeMonne. Right. There was times where she felt like she didn't love me, but our marriage was still able to survive past not feeling that that connection to each other. So 5 points that we put into our own marriage to help us get past that stage, and let's give them the 5 points.
All right. One of them will be spending quality time with each other. And understanding what that looks like for every couple is going to be different, but spending that one-on-one time with each other, like if you have, I always tell Tim, we use an analogy, apple basket. I read from one of these books. So if his basket is low, like every day, if he's taking out an apple every day, he's not putting in an apple, therefore I can't give him anything if he's not giving me anything. So quality time is very important, just to reconnect with each other and to pour back into each other, maybe which y'all might not have poured in each other all week.
And quality time is much more than just time. It's quality time is descriptive. That quality, that intimate setting with each other. Because you spend time all the time and you worry about business, you worry about paying bills, you worry about the kids, where they're going to go. Right. But quality time says, I'm going to get all of those distractions out the way. It's just me and my baby. We're just going to talk. We're just going to be intimate with each other. And the more that we connect with each other, the more we could become one sexually, intimately, becoming friends and spending that fun time with each other. The more that we do that, the more we find ourselves into each other.
Right. And then you don't want to compromise that for nothing. So let's say I am upset about something. It's easy to blow off because you done spent this time with this person and you love where y'all going and you want to stay there because it's so good.
Right. Okay. So number 2 is be friends. All right. Being friends is saying that when you look at your friend, you're not worried about do you love your friend or if you don't love your friend. They're your friend. A friend's a friend, and that never becomes a question. A friend is like, I'm cool with you, we're going to be down for each other. I may not feel good about you right now, or we may be on odd terms, but you're still my friend.
Right. And you know, like when I had a hard day, I want to pick up the phone and call my friend. You know, if I have any questions about anything, I'm about to face a big challenge in my life, I want to call my friend. And, you know, sometimes it could take time getting there. And I want to encourage people. Your spouse might not know what a friend is, and you keep saying, I want a friend, I want a friend. I want to encourage people to teach your spouse how to be a friend. They might never had a friend like that before. Some people have it. So take the time out and teach them how to be a friend.
Yeah, that was important with us because I was friendship is like foreign to me of how to be a friend. So when you said let's be friends, it was hard for me to understand what that means. So make sure you take time to understand what that friendship means and learn how to be each other's friend.
And one more thing. Tim said a key word. He said take time. Really understand take time. Me and Tim have been together for a long time, and it took a while to get that understanding. So make sure you take time.
Right. The third thing to get past that stage where you're not feeling like you love your spouse is to be open and honest. Like the communication. Don't let the communication shut down with each other. To the point where you stop talking and now you're left to yourself to deal with that emotion of I don't feel like we're together. Be open and honest about it. Like, baby, this is how I'm feeling. You know, I know you're trying to protect her feelings and she's trying to protect yours. But being open and honest opens up that communication. It's like, well, what can I do? Or maybe it's something like that. Or there's some patience there because there's a level of understanding now that I'm open and honest.
And it's very important. I remember one time many years ago, Tim had came to me and he was very open and it hurt my feelings. And the first thing I wanted to do was get defensive. But as a wife, how could I do that? And because he was so open and honest, and yes, I was hurt at first, but it changed my whole life and it made me a better wife. So make sure you guys are open and honest, no matter if it hurts. You'll get past it. Love conquers all.
And number 4, before we get to number 4, let me just plug this in. We want you to make it. All the tips that we're giving you is free, right? So you don't have to go out and purchase any of these tips. Like being open and honest, being friends, spending time with each other. How much you got to pay for that? Nothing. That's free. So don't make up excuses saying that we don't have time or we can't do this. You can do this, all right? Now, if you want more, we're going to give you number 4, so hold on. If you want more, go right here and www.IWillWillU. If you go here, you're going to get a lot of tips and tricks. And then we want to hear from you, dialogue with us. And I say that now because a lot of times people tune out towards the end. Okay, number 4. What did you say?
Oh, I was going to say, make sure you put in your email. You put in your email address, you automatically get an email when we got a new video.
That is true.
All right, number 4.
Number 4
is being patient.
Be patient.
He conquered that. I'll let him talk that. I'm still working on that part.
Well, you got to do it though. Being patient is all. This stuff isn't microwave, right? Marriages aren't microwaves. You can't have it instant. It's not Burger King. Have it your way, when you want it, how you want it. You got to be patient. These are seeds that you're planting. So when we give you tools and tricks, you got to give it time to grow. You got to water. You got to plant. You got to put a little sunshine on it if you're going to see something sprout up and grow. Be patient with one another.
And I want to say to some of us that have trouble with being patient, trust your spouse. If you're having trouble understanding, or you want to move too fast, or you don't feel like you have the patience to be still like your spouse do, lean on your spouse and trust them. You know, talk to them about it, because I go to Tim all the time, and once he explained it, I have to let it go and I have to trust it.
And I'm introverted, so it's easy for me to be patient. I'm more reflective, and she's more extroverted, and so we laugh because the patience piece, it comes easier and natural to me, because I know that things will get better. And usually in a marriage, there's always someone that's more patient than the other one.
Right.
And so the one that has that patience, then it's your responsibility to be patient until you're. But the reason why this is important to this conversation is that when you feel like you've fallen out of love with each other, it's not going to be fixed overnight. Right. You know, don't expect an overnight mistake. Don't make a mistake that will cost you, a temporary mistake trying to fix something that's going to take time to fix.
Right.
Be patient with each other, and you'll make it through it. So those were the 4 tips that we have for you, how to carry your marriage through when you don't feel like you're connected and you don't feel the love for your spouse. So we're praying for your success. May God bless your marriage, and we'll check you out on the next video.
Bye-bye.
Peace.